Hey everybody, it's Nick and Jay, and we're just back from where the elite meet to cheat at Gingerman Raceway in South Haven, Michigan. Now, Michigan, the home of terrible weather, and our very proud United States of America automaking industry, which will never bow to these upstart foreign manufacturers from Japan and elsewhere.
Speaking of American car makers, we had the Michigan Mopar Misery Malaise Festival. Now, why they ran out of alliteration on the last word, I cannot say. However, this was just a special recognition trophy fest for all the incredibly terrible, giant 70s Michigan-made, rust bucket, horrible hoopties that showed up. And the one that won that trophy was the Cordoba, really because everything else won other trophies, and we'll get to those later.
Now, some of you may be wondering, how do we keep this high-tech communication going between the penalty box and the race control tower? Well, we use a high-tech network of laptop computers and Wi-Fi generating antennas that we have to set up the night before in the hotel room to make sure it's all working, so it's ready to go for you guys for race day.
Are we now all talking to each other?
Can you black flag that car again?
Yeah, oh, okay, I will do that. I am trying to call you.
This
cannot be to work. It is very difficult.
Now, we have talked about automotive journalists before, being automotive journalists ourselves. And we do not have the highest opinion of automotive journalist driving talent. I think this race brought that home again. Our own sponsor home team, Car and Driver, now they didn't get kicked out of the race or anything. They did finish top 10. However, in the process, apparently they bonked into all kinds of people, including Anton. And three-time champion Anton Levitt is the mellowest, sweetest guy, has not a bad word for anyone. This is what he had to say for those guys.
I'm done because I'm done.
I had some hella sweet stuff at this race. We had a Goonies theme, it's about time. We had a pile of poo. And there was a very sad dead mouse that was found on track, so we had a mouse funeral.
Now, the heroic fix went to the appropriately named rod-throwing fools. They had a horrible head gasket problem. Figured, well, yeah, sure, we could change our head gasket, but no, instead, we're going to make a water recapture system and vent the... It was unbelievably bad.
I got screwed, went to Hard Drive Racing and their Neon. It broke down, they fixed it, it broke down, they fixed it, etc. They got screwed.
Repeat ad nauseum.
The special award for this race was the Things That Only Midwesterners Know About award, and that includes things like green bean casserole, the Pontiac G5, which is the Pontiac version of the Chevrolet Cobalt.
Can I just say green bean casserole? Totally delicious.
Tasty.
Yeah.
So, another thing is the invasive Asian carp, which is a fish that's plaguing the Great Lakes. Now, nobody outside of the Great Lakes knows anything about this, but apparently there's some YouTube videos where they're shooting out of the water, and it's actually pretty cool. So, Bust-A-Nut Racing, longtime LeMons competitors, longtime really high-end theme producers, took their car and made it into an invasive Asian carp. It was excellent.
The judge's choice was Team Non Sequitur. Now, they have this Acura Integra It showed up at Flat Rock. That was like 7 years ago. They've been racing this car for 7 years. It was basically a Pebble Beach Concours Acura Integra when they started racing it. No longer. Or Choice, a Pontiac Grand Prix made into the Superfly mobile. The thing I really liked about this car, the giant headlights, mixing bowls.
And that just brings us to the index of effluency, which went to Team Sheen and their Dodge Murata. Now, Team Sheen, like Team Non Sequitur, has brought an Acura Integra to race in LeMons for years.
And who cares about that?
And they said, yeah, this is okay, but you know what would make LeMons way better is if we brought a Dodge Murata. Now, I don't know anything about the Dodge Murata. I asked Phil, like, what does the name even mean? Oh, well, it's a past tense of a Spanish verb. And, the only other reference I've ever heard, and it's not even spelled the same, is Murata is this crappy-ass, podunk, unincorporated area of the California Central Valley out there by Stockton.
It's true.
Now, if you're the type of gentleman that owns a Dodge Murata, you're the kind of person, you're in Ohio and you go to a garbage-strewn, deserted parking lot in the middle of Akron with your buddy who has his mom's Suburban in order to do some burnouts. That's what they do for fun.
And as tough as that is going to be to top, here is LeMons in a nutshell.
Reunidos para siempre, amor.
It is a Fiat.
Eric, what kind of music do you suppose a gentleman with a Sunfire would listen to?
I would say probably some Insane Clown Posse.